Hey everybody. Today on Getting Your Shit Together, we're going to talk about something real deep. Um, Something I've seen in the headlines recently. But I need you guys to first go click subscribe so you won't miss any of this goodness as it's rolling into you guys. I need you guys to be able to do that. We want to keep this thing going. You know, as your niche coach, just want to see you get better. I want to see you grow. And I definitely want to see you get your shit together. So on that note, I'm not sure if you guys have been familiar with what's going on as far. I seen it on social media. There was a young lady. I can't recall her name, but she was a mother of maybe 2 to 3 children. If I have any of the facts wrong, it's okay. Anyone can correct me, or just kind of just listen, or just kind of you can kind of follow along, see where I'm going. But the young lady, as a mother, she had been posting things on social media, kind of asking and reaching out for help. Maybe there are people that listened, or maybe there were people that were too busy. Maybe certain people felt like it was for attention or something like that. But whatever the case may have been, the young lady ultimately, she ended up committing suicide. Apparently, she purposely swerved into traffic, hit a guy. He suffered some injuries and, of course, some emotional trauma, I'm sure. And she ended up passing away, and left behind some children to be raised. Now, with some of the posts leading up to it, I remember one of the posts said something about, and if I succeed with this, like, don't let the children's father get the children. Child, ain't hardly no way you can really stop that, especially if he's on a birth certificate, and ain't nothing wrong with him. He'd definitely be, in line for his children, if that is the case. But from as far as I know, but I just want to talk a little bit about mental health. At no point am I a mental health therapist or anything like that. That is what I'm in school for right now, but I am not one. Life coach is very different from being a mental health therapist. Okay, very, very different. But when we are talking about a person's mental health, child, ain't no license to me. Real life is to me is something that is very, very, very critical when it comes to a situation like this. I'm not here for opinions and disagreements and things like that. Some people said that they felt that the suicide was very selfish. Some people say it was not. All of that, I'll leave that for you guys to sort out. What I will say is, as a mother that went through postpartum, as a mother that has been sad before, as a mother that has contemplated suicide before in my younger years, like teens, younger, it could be all over the place. But it doesn't fix the problem to be all over the place with it. It doesn't fix the problem to point the finger and all that. It doesn't fix the problem. The problem is this young lady had been reaching out, had been saying things about not wanting to live anymore, and that she was tired, and that's just as far as I kind of went back. She may have had some things in there where maybe she was having a good time, maybe that kind of stuff, but it doesn't take away the sadness that she must have felt in here. One thing I learned about depression and different things like that. Now, this isn't through my own. No. This is through my own personal, experience. Some days you can be like, hey, next days, boom. It's like something just knocks you off of your feet. That's what, or like a really, really sharp punch to the stomach. And although I didn't experience that until I got grown. I just lost my mother in June from COVID, and that was the punch in the gut. And then I was laughing at a joke or something somebody posted on Facebook, and I shared a a funny meme and all of that. But then I cried myself to sleep. And then I got up to smell her robe because I needed a piece of her. And then I slipped down the stairs and I started laughing again. And, it's the craziest thing. People be wanting you to be sad all the time. But that's one of the amazing things about life. It's just like a whole goddamn roller coaster. I think we need that roller coaster, though. You kind of need that ride, because if you stay there the whole time, honey, you have completely flatlined. If you let that depression take you along this line, you are dead before you even die. You hear me? And I think that this young lady, she needed something, and she needed someone. I don't know if it was postpartum. I don't know if it was because the kid's father wasn't there. I don't know. I have no idea. Child, when I was going through my depression, I wanted people there and did not want them there at all. And you see how crazy that sounds? That's exactly what I felt. It was such a push and pull type of situation that you can't explain it to anybody. It's hard to even explain it. It's hard to put it into words. And so some people just don't have, they feel they don't have anything else to do but end it all. Now I get where some people come from when they say, well, she's a parent. She's a parent. How could you do that and you're a parent? Whew. When I felt that, I was a parent also. I was 15 years old. I was scared. I was lonely. I didn't know what to do. I was unhappy. I was failing in school. I was failing at life. And my thought was, he would have a much better life if I wasn't here to bring it down. If I wasn't here any longer, then he would have a much better life. My mom wouldn't be upset. We wouldn't be arguing all the time. His father's here, Maybe just everybody in the world could do a better job than me. That's what it makes you feel like. And so I went downstairs and no. I went into my mom's cabinet. Mama always took some pills of something. Something was always wrong, or, whatever. Minor, but still some pills. And I grabbed a handful of Mama's pills. I don't even know what I grabbed. Must have been vitamin. But I grabbed a handful of Mama's pills. And I went in the kitchen. I got me some water. And I took all of those pills. It was almost as if I kind of timed myself. After I took all of those pills, I laid my son in the bed. I gave him his bottle, blanket, gave him a kiss, and I whispered in his ear. I got close up on his ear and I said, I'm sorry and I love you. Those was my words to him, an infant who didn't know what was going on one way or the other. He eventually went to sleep. That was my cue to go downstairs into my room. He slept in a room. I put him in bed with my mom. I did not want him to wake up to me. I didn't want anybody to find me. I didn't even think about how it would be once somebody found me, had this been successful. I went downstairs. I got in the shower. I started feeling a little queasy. I got in the shower. I prayed in the shower. I prayed. I fell down to my knees and I prayed and I asked God for forgiveness, because I've been raised my whole life to know that you are going to hell if you commit suicide, right? So I pray and I pray and I pray because I don't know what else to do. I was 16. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't understand why I was feeling what I was feeling. My body wasn't the same. My mind wasn't the same. I didn't know what was going on. I had everybody pointing the finger and telling me what I could do better, what I should have done, how much I failed, how much I screwed up, all of that. I laid down in my bed, y'all, and I put my hands on my chest so I would already be ready when I died. I put my hands on my chest. I just laid them gently up on my chest, and I closed my eyes. Tears were rolling down the back of my head. I could feel it going into my hair. I'm crying. I didn't want to. I felt like that's all I could do. I felt like then they would know that I'm hurting. Because when I try to explain it and I try to say it, they say, oh, you a kid. Oh, you don't know no better. You don't know what real stress is. And maybe they were right. Maybe I didn't. But I knew that I couldn't, being there just, it wasn't working for me anymore, y'all. That next morning, I didn't even know it was morning. All I knew was I can hear somebody faintly saying my name. And I could hear my name. And I could hear my name again. And I kind of come to, and my first thought, no lie, oh shit, my mama's in hell with me. Like, I was trying to escape you know what I'm saying? And life and stuff. And you're here with me? Because I thought I was gone. She was calling my name so I can get upstairs and get my son ready to get on his daycare van. Y'all, when I came to, I was a little pissed that I didn't die. Even more pissed because I thought she had came to hell with me, but she did not. But I was really pissed because I didn't die. But when I got up and I planted my feet on the ground, all I could do was say, thank you, Lord. Because it wasn't my time yet. It wasn't for me to go just yet. Y'all, I shot up them stairs like somebody lit lightning on my ass. I shot up them stairs and I got my baby ready and I got him and I hugged him. I hugged him so tight. He had no idea why I was hugging him so tight. But y'all, I hugged him so tight. I told mama goodbye to go to work. I put him on that daycare van. Took my ass to school. God had a plan for me. And I would be an absolute fool to take advantage of that and to take that away or to try to take that away again. I said that story to say, God had a plan for me. God gave me a second chance. I had a second chance. Everyone does not get a second chance. Everyone doesn't get that second chance. That young lady didn't get a second chance at life. Her children didn't get a second chance at having their mother. I never told anybody what was wrong with me. I never said anything to anyone about what I was feeling because I didn't know how to put it in words and I had got tired of being judged. This young lady was very vocal about what she was feeling, about what was going on, about, what you can read through all of it. And even if you couldn't, even if you didn't think for half a second that she would do it, reach out to somebody. Because a lot of people knew her. People were liking the status. People were giving sad faces and cared hearts and different things like that. And people were saying, you can call me when I'm hurting and I feel suffocated and I don't know what else to do. I don't know how to call you. Can you call me? Can you just reach out and call me? Can you show up at my door? Can you knock? Can you bust that motherfucker down? Can you come and get the kids? Can you give me a small break? Daddy, can you come home back for a second? If we ain't together, that's okay. Can you just come? Can you pick them up? I know you don't like me. I know we probably don't get along. I know you probably not close. We may not even be friends. But we got these kids though. And I feel like I'm at the end. And I feel like I don't know what else to do. Now I'm hoping this young woman didn't do this because the father didn't want to be with her or something like that. It has been done. I saw a story about a lady that put a child in a microwave and cooked the child because the father wouldn't come home. That's not what we want. That's not what we want to do. We don't want situations that are geared around because I want a man so bad. We're not going to do that. So let's not do that one. In this young lady's situation, I don't know what it was. But I do know that she, unlike me, reached out. And she was saying things. She was speaking on things. And I needed somebody to just go over there and just kick that damn door in and say, look, honey, we're going to figure this thing out. We're going to admit you into a hospital. I could take one of the kids. I could take two of the kids. Mama, can you take three of the kids? Something. Just something, y'all. Something. I think it is so sad and so It is super disheartening to hear stories like that. And now, like I said, I don't know what the young woman's situation was. I don't know why she did what she did. But being a mother is one of the most important things in my life. Do you hear me? When I say important, I mean extremely important. I am so much of a mother. Child, it's kind of sickening. It's kind of sickening. But that's just, that's how much my kids mean to me. Not saying that her kids didn't mean anything to her, but I don't hurt from the same place that this young lady is hurting from. Beautiful babies. Beautiful babies. But it has to be a demon in you so tough, that's taken over you so tough, that make you feel like this is all you have left. I know what that voice is like. I know what that voice is saying. That voice is coming to kill, steal, and destroy. Do you hear me? Everything that you have inside of you. It tells you that you're nothing. It tells you that you're worthless. It tells you that you're useless. It tells you that you're a hoe. It tells you that you are inadequate. It tells you all these different things. It has the nerve to tell you that what people say about you is right. But it's not. It's absolutely not. I'm on here right now because if absolutely any of you at any time need someone to talk to, help, there are suicide hotlines. There's somebody that will listen. Honey, jump in my inbox. Honey, if you got my number, call me. All of that. I need you to hear that voice before you make the next step. I need you to hear that. A good friend of mine, just 2 weeks ago, killed himself. I'm watching my friend's family hurt. I'm watching them hurt. But I remember his mom saying at his service, I was able to view the service online, and his mother said, had I answered the phone, I could have detoured him back to Jesus. I could have taken him back. I could have changed the conversation. I could have given him something that would have changed the direction of his day if I had just answered the phone. Now, of course, it's not her fault. Things happen, things come up. You just don't think that your kids is going to do that. You don't think so. So I'm going to call you back. It happens to all of us. It happens to every single last one of us. I'm going to call you back. The last thing I said to my mama was, I'm going to call you tomorrow, girlfriend. On the 7th, it'd be 5 months that I ain't talked to my mama. And I told her I was going to call her tomorrow. So it does, it happens, but we can't carry that. But I loved that she said, I may have been able to send him back to goodness. I may have been able to change the direction that his tone was in. I may have been able to change his mind. Y'all, you know how important it is to be able to change someone's mind? It's just a decision. It's a decision that a person has made. I'm almost willing to bet that damn near 90%, 97% of people that have committed suicide wish they didn't. It was something that went too far. When people say kick the bucket, it's a split-second decision. And I'm almost sure that they wish they did not. Everybody want to die until they're dead. I believe that. So when you have the opportunity to reach out, now, as far as I know, my friend didn't tell anybody that was something that he wanted to do. This young lady is saying, I can't take it. I can't do it. If I'm not here, do X, Y, Z. This is what she's saying. We have to call the authorities. We have to call the mamas, call the people, Facebook Messenger. We got to do something. Contact these people. They might not pick up. They might not. But they might. I didn't see all these things until the young lady didn't live, where I'm from or anything like that. whole nother state, whole nother place. I didn't get until after the fact or whatever. But let me be going down my timeline and see somebody saying some things that don't sound or don't sit right with me. I'm in your inbox. I'm sending you a message. I'm sending you some encouragement. I'm doing something. If I send you the message and your response back to me ain't sounding too right, I'm hitting that do. I need to call you. I don't know you, but I need to call you. Ask how many people I've already done that to. Do. I know that it wasn't my face that you thought that you was going to see on the other end of this phone. However, hello. I need to know if you are well. I need to know if you are okay. I need to know how you are feeling right now at this moment. Not the suicide that you was going to do yesterday. How do you feel today? And why do you feel that way? And what can we do to make it better? Just try. People are hurting in this world, honey. They are hurting something bad. Now these babies have to be raised without a mother. I pray to God that the father can step in there and do everything that he needs to do to be everything these babies need. I pray to God that he can, or somebody can step up. Somebody has to step in and step up and do something that was not done at first, okay? This young lady made a decision that affected everyone, but more than anything, I pray that she was able to bring awareness to what is going on. These young people are hurting. Let me tell you something about being young and being pregnant and being somebody's mama. It's hard because you still need your mama. It's hard because you still need guidance. You still need something. Child, I was young going to WIC appointments. Going to the doctor's appointments where my mom had to sign me in, but then turning around and taking my son to appointments where I had to sign him in. Yeah, that don't even make sense. I was going to high school where my son's daycare van was taking me to school and then taking him with them. I was still a child. My body wasn't developed. My mind wasn't developed. Honey, nothing was developed. Do you hear me? I was winging it. That's what I was doing. I was winging it. It's tough. And when you are young and you have more than one, let me tell you, honey, I'm 40. And I got these 2 toddlers. And child, I don't know whether I'll be coming or going. Coming or going, coming or going. But I love that my husband steps in and say, you good? You all right? Even if I say, yeah, I'm cool, I'm fine, I'm cool. Sometimes he could tell if I'm just frustrated. He'll say, hey, kids, come on. Let's chill. Let's hang. Let's watch a movie. Let's watch cartoons. And they say, okay. And it just gives me a second to breathe. Because trying to parent these kids while my mama is gone, honey, it is hard. Do you hear me? It is very hard. They screaming and calling for their mama, and child, I am silently screaming and calling for my own. So I just want people to understand what goes on in here when certain things happen. What goes on in here? And I need people to step out and I need people to help. Please don't wait until it's too late. Please don't wait and say, oh, I shoulda or I coulda, or, oh, damn, I heard from her last and she was kind of talking like she was going to do something. Keep that story. Don't even tell anybody. Don't tell anybody that you didn't help. Don't tell anybody that you didn't call her mama and try to see about getting her some help. Don't come showing me these messages and you never even tried to insert yourself or help in some kind of way. Let's leave it alone then. Just leave it alone. But it's important, y'all. I promise you, it's so important. You could save a life. You may not be able to save everybody, but you can save a life. I found peace in saving other people's lives because God gave me a second chance for my life. I found peace with that. And that's why when I got to a place in my life where my son started to grow up, my son started to get older, and then he started slipping into what was perceived to be a slight depression and things like that, I had to pay attention. Mom, he's coming in here with his hood on his head. He got these headphones on. He's not paying attention. He's not in that kitchen eating like he normally would. He's not in your room asking you questions like he normally would. He's not smiling. You haven't seen his beautiful smile in God knows how long. What's up? That's when you get it. Honey, you bust open that door and you figure out what is going on. I told him, I said, when you find my son, you tell him that I love him, because whoever this child is that is sitting before me, I don't even recognize him. You hear me? This son ain't asked for no haircut. This son ain't asked for no new clothes. This son ain't asked for nothing. And that was not like him. So I needed to go back into 16-year-old me and figure out what was going on in my life and how everybody was walking around and just missing it. I didn't want to miss it. I couldn't afford to miss it because he was mine. He was my child and my responsibility. And I'm supposed to pay attention to what's going on with him. That's what I'm supposed to do. And so, no, you can't keep walking through my house and you can't keep doing this and you can't keep doing that. No. Put your shit on. Let's go. We finna go get help. We are about to go get help because some shit just goes right over mama's head. So because I don't know how to communicate with what's hurting inside of you, we're going to take you to someone that can. And that's what we did. And I'll do it 1,000,000 times over and over and over again if it's going to save my baby every single time. So it is very important. Everybody doesn't get that second chance. I want you guys to know that there are so many places that you Google a place, whatever. I don't care what it is. 911. I don't care if you got to lie and say they done something or you think, I don't even know what it is, but just try to seek help for these individuals. I'm going to do my part. I just want you guys, and I'm challenging you guys to do your part as well. Pay attention to your kids, pay attention to your coworkers, pay attention to yourselves. Do you hear me? Anytime I coach people, I tell people I coach to 3 P's. The person, listen to me, don't flick y'all off. The person, the professional, and the parent. Pay attention to those things. If your coworker is sitting next to you and it seems like he or she is not having a good day, a good life, a good week, a good month, a good whatever, speak, say hello. Go to lunch with somebody different. Bring an extra pop upstairs from the vending machine. Bring an extra breakfast. Even if that person say, I don't eat that, it's okay. They know that somebody tried. Somebody looked out. Somebody tried to help them today. So do that. And stop just letting people fly through the radar. Stop just letting fly under the radar. Get out here and help these people. Because what happened is you'll be looking crazy because now they done shot up the whole goddamn building. Now your ass is shot or your ass is hurt or whatever. All you had to do was say hello. Instead of saying that's the weird person or the stinky person or the whatever, say hello. Honey, I lived in an apartment complex and the whole downstairs on the other side of me or upstairs or wherever they were at, they were people from another country. I did not know. They didn't speak my language and honey, I didn't speak theirs. But I tell you what, I held that door open. I said hello. My son, you say hello. You speak. You make eye contact. Hello, because you might have to identify him later. I don't know. I'm just saying. We might think that they up to no good. They might think we up to no good. But I tell you what, we are going to kill them with kindness every single day. So just in case they feel like they want to blow this whole goddamn place down, they might knock on our door and say, hey, y'all leave. Y'all leave because I'm about to blow this whole motherfucker up. And that was my thing. I'm like, no. I will always be a friend to people. I will never treat someone like they are less than or like they cannot do whatever it is that they need to do to be my friend or something. No. So if another $1.25 can of soda can save your life, get that. Get that, because you never know where it might lead you to. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So guys, I want you to take the time out to speak to someone you wouldn't normally speak to, high five someone you wouldn't normally touch, go to lunch with somebody different, unclick your click. Do you hear me? Unclick your click, because you will look up and you'll be leaving somebody out that you never know. That person may bless you in ways unimaginable. You're so busy trying to be friends with them over here, they don't even like you. This person over here probably got the ability to love you more than you could imagine, even just on a friendship level. So pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to your kids, pay attention to your coworkers, and pay attention to yourself. I thank you guys for today. Click subscribe. Y'all thought I forgot. I know y'all did. I didn't. Click subscribe so that way you guys can get all this goodness and I can keep on filling you with more and more and more as it comes. Again, seek help if you need help, or get help if you know someone else needs help. Hop in my inbox. Tell me what's up. I'm your niche coach, Alicia Lester. I thank you guys for tuning in. And stay tuned. There's more on the way. But in the meantime, y'all get your shit together.